This evening, Your Excellency, offers us an opportunity to strengthen the bonds of cooperation and collaboration and to build the conference's deliberation to reaffirm our commitment to harnessing Africa's vast potential for a brighter and more prosperous future. As we break bread this evening, Your Excellency, let us embrace the spirit of partnership and unity that defines the Mashariki Cooperation Conference, knowing that the conversations we've had today will shape the course of our continent's progress for generations to come. Earlier today, Your Excellency, we engaged in insightful discussions on the pressing issues that shape Africa's future with a shared commitment to forging stronger partnerships for a more united and prosperous continent. Your Excellency, our conversation centered on the opportunities and challenges presented by the digital frontier, an era of transformation that holds immense potential for Africa's growth, but also demands strategic collaboration to navigate the risks it presents. Our gathering here reaffirms our dedication to shaping a future where innovation, cooperation, and a shared continental vision drives Africa forward. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed President, again, for taking time out of his busy schedule to join us today. Your presence, Your Excellency, of course, highlights the importance of this conference. And I would like to thank you for the unwavering support that you've given to the intelligence services in Kenya, and of course, your commitment to support this conference here today. Your Excellency, as we embark on the discussions and initiatives that lie ahead, we hope that we will remember the spirit of collaboration that drives these efforts. Together, I think we can tackle the challenges that confront Africa and seize the opportunities that await us.
Let this conference remind us that through cooperation, we can build a peaceful and secure Africa free from conflict.
Serve dinner. Your Excellency, karibu. As you are our first guest.
Your Excellency, I would like to welcome you to the second segment of this program. to be part of the entertainment team this evening. Welcome, sir.
Of trying to hammer out solutions to our challenges under my Director of Intelligence and his team. Please report them to me. I know what to do. But I am very confident to heads of state and to the people you report to. Thank you very much. I am encouraged that we have men and women from across the continent coming together to figure out, to reason together, to exchange ideas, to hybrid interventions that have to be put in place, not just to secure our countries, but also to keep at bay those who want to disrupt our peace and stability. And I am very confident that when men and women of your understanding and knowledge come together, we will have outcomes that will not only support the stability of our countries, the peace of our regions, but also provide information that will help drive our democratic credentials into the future and make Africa an attractive destination for not just foreign direct investment from the public sector, but also from the private sector, as we forge a continent that is confident, as I have said, and a continent that knows what it's doing. Together, let us build resilience, deepen cooperation, and secure the future of our continent. United, we will deliver the peace, prosperity, and progress that Africa not only needs, but fully deserves. Whether confronting impunity, corruption, or violent extremism, strategic intelligence remains the cornerstone of societal stability. Let this conference be a turning point, a moment where we collectively commit to tackle the defining challenges of our time with clarity, unity, and courage. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area stands as our flagship for economic integration and a springboard to global competitiveness. We champion deeper integration into global systems, economic, financial, and trade, while strengthening internal resilience through homegrown solutions. Our vision is of a confident, self-reliant Africa anchored in free trade, open enterprise, and economic justice. Intelligence services play a pivotal role in realizing this vision. The community must adapt and innovate, collaborate, and lead while remaining vigilant guardians of the public trust and fast responders to threats against national integrity, cohesion, and progress. I want to ask all of you to make sure that the digital space, especially artificial intelligence, become part of our intelligence, inform, and we can leverage it as a tool that will enable us to be ahead of threats and risks that we face as countries, that we face as a region. And I am confident that technology, properly applied and understood, can help us solve the challenges that we face as a society today. I know that technology can also be used for other purposes, but it is your responsibility of governments, to make sure that we leverage on technology, not just to provide public services and public goods, but also leverage on technology to secure nations, and to make sure that we harness stability, because without stability, it becomes very difficult for us to make progress and for there to be growth in our economies and for us to talk about any meaningful prosperity. And therefore, I want to urge all of you, as you take time to reflect on matters intelligence and how we can secure our nations better, and the use of information. And as I have said earlier, intelligence-led decision-making assists in ensuring that we have much more accurate interventions in all aspects of our nation building. Equally dangerous is the surge of misinformation and disinformation accelerated by expanding internet connectivity. False narratives, fabricated claims, and cynical distortions corrode truth, distort public trust and discourse, and erode democratic institutions. When weaponized, social media platforms become breeding grounds for hate, incitement, radicalization, and insecurity. In Kenya, we are responding with robust measures, upholding freedom of expression, promoting access to accurate information, expanding digital literacy, and institutionalizing transparency in public communication. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa's potential and promise are undeniable. We are a continent rich in natural resources, endowed with youthful population, and brimming with human capital. Our destiny lies in becoming a global green industrialization hub, beginning with climate leadership and energy transition.
Our partnership bore fruit with a successful release of 2 new high-yielding climate-smart rice varieties. That is Kalimara and Kalpa. Kalimara is a resilient variety suited to saline sodic soils. This means soils with high levels of salt as well as high alkalinity. It matures within 120 to 125 days, yielding 5 to 5.5 tons per hectare in saline conditions and up to 6.5 tons per hectare under normal conditions. It is long, slender, aromatic grains and well suited to Kenyan consumer preferences. Kalpa, on the other hand, matures in just 85 days, 85 to 120 days, earlier than Komboka, which is the most significant variety now, which is widely grown. It released very recently and very popular. And this one yields between 6.5 to 7 tons per hectare. While it lacks the aroma, it boasts over texture and it is non-sticky when cooked, making it equally attractive to local consumers. These new varieties directly address consumer demand for long, slender, non-sticky rice, which has traditionally driven the importation. Their widespread adoption could significantly reduce Kenya's rice import burden. Beyond varietal development, Carlo and Lily Partnership has delivered several other transformative achievements. These include capacity building for researchers and technicians in advanced rice breeding, seed systems development, and agronomic practices, enhancing institutional expertise and benefiting county-level extension services.
Sub-Saharan Africa as the futuristic technology. As we all know, water has been linked to different partners or different cargo stations. So this thing, we are very happy and proud to do it to you. I mean, it won't be, it won't go to, it won't be scaled, it won't be linear up here. So that's.
And this direct seeding is going to be a very big game changer because.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Maybe we can just move ahead that side. Now we have.
For allowing us to work very, very closely with Calro. As I was mentioning earlier, without Calro,
and they are very much willing to see what is happening in DSR.
For Iri, and I think I'll leave it to Ken to introduce the Iri team. Is what is leading us to achievement.
To all these stakeholders. But then beyond Kenya, the other national partners are thankful for your support as well. That I mean, Conro has been that center from climate perspective. So from that standpoint, we would like to donate these machineries to Conro
yesterday safely, and we thank God that we were able to do that. So that's the team from Dr. Kiragel. You are the one who invited us to Calro. Katuambia karibu. Then when we came to Calro, you showed us Ruth. From Noordin, we have Michael, who is our data manager. Thank you very much. We have Dr. After that, we will have the cutting of the ribbon. I think this is the ribbon. And then we'll have the cutting of the... Thank you very much, Dr. McKinney. Our chief guest today, Dr. Kiragel. We have the whole team of Erie Regional Office from Nairobi, led by, we have Dr. I don't think about Adam. For Erie, we think about diseases. She's actually our doctor. So when you have...
I'm originally from Ethiopia, so I'm working at Erie as an economist and policy expert. I'm happy.
Tukaanza shughuli, we forgot even to introduce ourselves. We are really sorry for that. I think GIS, you've heard about GIS. He's based at Erie Nairobi office. We have Timothy.
Continuity of partnership.
Wow, thank you. Let's applaud, please.
And I think the overall efforts in by doing so. And first of all,
Organization by itself is a big step, because all the countries that went, like India, for example, it used to be like Kenya, importing a lot of rice. But when they modernized their system, developed good varieties, and mechanized the whole system, they were able to be now the largest exporter in the world. They're exporting more than 26 million tons of rice every year. Any country can do that. The worst thing and the most inefficient system is using traditional system for agriculture. And that is what is still happening here, especially rain-fed areas. So Moya is probably one of the most advanced schemes right now in the country and also in the region in terms of mechanization. But we are hoping that we extend beyond Moya, mechanize all the irrigation schemes, and mechanize rain-fed areas. And that will be a big step for rice production. You can easily triple productivity and probably cut the cost by half if you really mechanize the operations. The farmers can grow very much large areas. They can have multiple crops per year. They can have 2 crops per year or even 3 crops in some areas. So mechanization is really the starting point for development. It's very important to move from all handheld equipments to mechanized equipments that can do what maybe 100 farmers can do in one day. So it is very important to start with that. 35 million for this batch, Kenya shillings. But we have donated before, we have donated seed dressers and other equipments, and this process is just a start. We'll continue doing that. What we do normally is we look at where the deficiencies are and where the critical equipments that can make a big difference. And these are the ones that we focus on for. For example, the laser leveler, as the DG mentioned, this is a very essential equipment. If you go to irrigated schemes and rain-fed schemes, the land is undulating. And with that, farmers cannot control water, they cannot control weeds, they cannot effectively apply fertilizers. Yield in these areas can never be more than 1 ton per hectare. You laser level it, you use less water, you control weeds very, very well, and you can triple yield in these areas. So some of this machine make a big difference. This tractor, for example, can replace hundreds of farmers that are doing work over probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks, can be done in 1 day. So the mechanization bring in a lot of efficiency and also bring in a lot of saving into resources. And farmers, especially women, we are worried about them because you see them doing transplanting, hoeing the field, controlling weeds, spending the whole day in hot weather like this in the field. When you mechanize the system, you don't need to do that. One farmer can grow a few hundred hectares actually with mechanization.
Today is one of those days whereby we have come together with one of our partners, that is IRI, International Rice Research Institute, for a function whereby they are handing over equipment to Calro for research. As you are aware, we import about 80% of the rice that we consume. We only produce about slightly less than 20%. I think currently we are production of about 250,000 metric tons roughly, and we are consuming about slightly over 1 million metric tons. So you can see the deficit is very huge. To be able to breach that deficit, a lot of work has to be done, both in terms of expansion of the area and the rice, and also increasing production within the areas that have already been cultivated. To be able to increase the production in the areas that are cultivated, one, we must mechanize for efficiency. Two, we must use quality certified seed. So one of the products of collaboration with IRI is the release of new varieties that are currently going to be available to farmers. I think from this season, they'll start multiplying. So with the mechanization, digitization, you see, digitization is very important because researchers go to the field with their notebooks, they write down the notes, they come back to the office, they download, they start now putting in the computer, but with digitization, they take the data directly from the field and send it to their computers so that they just come and analyze. So that is a very, very important development for us. And as a research organization, we want to lead in the increase of both quality and quantity of rice to be availed to our farmers. Mwea area is almost saturated. I think the land that we have here has fully been utilized. That can be used for rice. So we can only, here, to increase production, we can only increase efficiency and use quality seed. But we need to expand to other areas. I know when we talk of rice, we talk of Mwea, we talk of Aero, we talk of Relangi. Nobody mentions potential areas, new areas like Taita Taveta. The potential in Taita Taveta for rice is huge. A lot of farmers are producing rice there, but because there are no milling facilities, that rice ends up being brought here or it crosses the border to Tanzania. So the next frontier for rice production, which needs to be explored, is Taita Taveta area. There's a lot of land which can be potentially used for rice, maybe bigger than what we have in Mwea here.